We'll have a look at the Flower try in just a minute, but first of all, let's go to Maggie on the gain line. You're going to have a look at the breakdown.
Yeah, as you said, look, the first half's been pretty mixed for England, but one of the areas they have shone has been at the breakdown. They've made 7 turnovers to Australia's 3. So I want to show you some of England's breakdown work in a bit more detail. So in the first breakdown, I want to look at Shields. Shields really smart. He makes a tackle, but look at his ability to release quickly. So instead of coming up and making that release, he stays low, keeps his body shape, and is able to attack the ball with that aggression. And that's what England need to be trying to do, be that urgency at the breakdown to look for that turnover. And then we look at the second one, the Jackler. Well, not the Jackler, the second receiver, sorry. Here we have Underhill coming in. His eyes are on the ball. His hands are ready in that poised position. Boys and girls who are watching this rugby, you want to see that's how you go for a ball. You need to be focused as the tackle's made. And then here, England living on the edge with their physicality from the back row of Underhill and Shields. But look at the urgency again from Itoje. He comes in quick, probably a question around his ability to hold his weight at the breakdown, but still England are starting to up their urgency. But in the second half, if England want to keep improving, progressing, they have to really have the urgency, have the dominance, but at the same time, be smart.
Certainly plenty of physicality from England up front, but we were chatting at about 35 minutes. I said, how are you feeling? You went a little nervous. And England have started extremely well. They put a lot of pressure onto Wales. Let's have a look at the Ashton try here. Brilliance from England in exploiting the space, or did New Zealand switch off?
I think Young's done an unbelievable job. But what they're doing is they're taking the game to the All Blacks without question, putting real pressure on the All Black defence, and then we get caught out. I think McKenzie should have been out there. Ioane thought McKenzie was there, and before you knew it, it had been identified very well by Youngs. And everyone's looking the other way.
The
Come
key
back
here,
to the right.
On the end, Ioane probably thinks Mackenzie's behind him, so he presses really hard, thinking, I've got my fullback tucked on my left shoulder. I can press, I can leave Ashton, Mackenzie's there. Mackenzie sees the Slade late run around. Mackenzie drags, follows. Rico's suddenly in no man's land, in behind. Ashton cannot believe his luck. He's been away for 4 years, and he says, what's all this fuss about try scoring? Unbelievable.
No dive there, though.
No ash splash, which made you very happy indeed. You've mentioned John Mitchell already in England's defensive effort. How impressed have you been with a formidable white wall?
They've made the Lions defend touchline to touchline, which they didn't do in Wellington in particular.
Let's have a look at the 2 tries. Laumape with the first. I mean, 2 guys making their first starts for the All Blacks. We wondered if they were up to it, and they found the scores.
Very well. Talk about the Hurricanes being involved. Both Barretts have been sensational. Bowden Barrett has really taken the game line on. You know, we spoke about Steve Hansen saying we want to play the game. Almost played too much. Created lots of opportunities. What a lovely kick here, and a great touch by Geordie Barrett. Knew Laumape was inside of him. Fellow Hurricane. Down they go. Bang. A wonderful, wonderful try set up by both Barretts.
And in turn, let's have a look at the Geordie Barrett score, which was just in front of us here. But from the Lions' perspective, furious to switch off, or brilliant play?
Yeah, look, I think it was a bit of both. I think it was an unbelievable line here, and then the offload. We knew that the All Blacks are the best in the world at doing that. Probably a little bit disappointed that we didn't get the ball tagged up before that, but look, I think when you see New Zealand, they breach the line. They're the best in the world at finishing, and this is a
you
great
look at
ball
Leonard
here.
Brown there. You like that, Geach. Leonard Brown, the lovely pass there to Geordie Barrett. A lovely finish. That is marvellous.
2 great passes, lines. You know, everything was, as soon as they'd made the line break, it was a try.
Yeah.
And that was the difference, I think.
Let's have a look at the Johnny May try, because what the forwards have done well is certainly in the first exchange is the set piece. The scrum was looking very powerful.
Yeah, the first 90 seconds of the game were outstanding. Connected, line speed. Talked about it with James Haskell, how they're looking for that double hit. Someone nibbles on an outside shoulder, you get in there. Then it's a slight fumble from Genia that puts a right-footed kicker under pressure. They don't have a left footer in the deep field, which means they've got to go to a right foot, just swings across. It's going to pick out Karevi. And Karevi was on the short side, 2-man on the short side, picking up the 8-9 with May on the right-hand side. He's got to stay there. He tucks in a little bit as he's looking after Dempsey, because there's an element of scrum here. It's a bit like Lazowski's try against Japan. He's in that position. He's got to make a split-second decision. He gets caught narrow, and it's an easy walk-in. They had a good setup sorted. The scrum pressure took them out of their comfort zone. England took it nicely.